Hola, I'm Rach, and along with my husband John and son Alfie, we sold everything in the UK to start a new life here in sunny Spain. This channel is all about family life, week by week, sharing the highs and the hurdles. We are here to help with tips on tackling the digital nomad visa and Spanish bureaucracy and everything we have learnt along the way. If you are dreaming of moving here or love a good sunshine-filled story, we'll be sharing it all. So hit subscribe, grab a cuppa or a sangria and join us on this adventure. Hola, welcome to this week's video. If you're thinking of moving to Spain, in this week's episode we're going to discuss the next steps after obtaining your digital nomad visa, and the next process will be your TIE card. This is a card that's issued to all non-EU residents and it shows your proof of identity and legal status in Spain. In this video we're going to talk you through exactly how to get your TIE card step by step with our real experience. I would also like to say a massive thank you to all our new subscribers and to all our existing subscribers that tune in every week. It really means a lot to us, and your support and comments keep us going and enable us to continue with the motivation to make these videos. So welcome to all the new subscribers, and hello again to all our old subscribers. It seems like last week's video you really enjoyed. We've had some really lovely comments and we really appreciate it. So thank you. So here we are just arriving at the main police headquarters in Malaga. Just trying to find the entrance. I believe it's here. We're a little bit early, so we'll just sit on the bench for a short while and have a little rest because we've walked here. So today is the day we have come for our appointments for our TIE at the police station, the main police station in Malaga. It wasn't the closest one. Obviously we've got a police station in Benalmádena. However, as we'll explain in a later video, appointments are really hard to come by.
Yeah, there was nothing in Benalmádena, was there?
No.
Or in Fangarola, so we had to come to Malaga really.
So we had to come here.
Yeah.
So we've arrived here at the police station, and to get here we've had to catch the train from Benalmádena to Maria Zambrano, and we had an option of catching the metro, but as we always do, we decide to walk. So it was half an hour outside of where we got off the train, but it's a beautiful day today. It's about 24 degrees. It's really nice day, so we thought we'd have a little walk. And as normal, we're early. We're always early for everything. So got to wait now. I'm guessing it's better to be early than late. I'm feeling a little bit nervous because obviously we're going to have our fingerprints taken, and I'm just a little bit worried about our limited Spanish now, but we've got all the documents we need, and again in the later video we'll go through all the documents that you'll need if you're looking to apply for your TIE once you have your visa here. So yeah, we'll let you know how we get on.
We will do.
So we're back now from our appointment at the police station for our TIE. Basically when you get there you have to go up to the door, and you can't just walk in. You have to have a police officer has to check your time to make sure you have got an appointment, and they'll check your appointment letter as well. From there they take you inside and they give you a ticket, and then you then sit in a room and wait with everybody else for your ticket number to come up. So although we had an appointment booked, it did go over that time, but which is fine because they're really busy, so that, you know, that's understandable. But we didn't have to wait too long. I'd say we waited about 20 minutes in there, and then you are called to the desk. They ask for your photo, they ask to see your passport. They also asked for the Padron certificate, so luckily we have that. Some places you don't necessarily need the Padron, however here in Malaga we had to provide the Padron, so thankfully we already had that. And then they just checked the visa, just to see that we've got a visa here, and from there they just took fingerprints from us, and then we have got a certificate which is to say that our to show that our residency card is being processed. And from here we have to go back in 30 days time, so you can check online just to make sure that your number is completed, and then what you have to do is go online again and just make an appointment to go back to the police station. So in some circumstances you can go and pick it up from your local police station, however, because we did it here at the main Malaga one, we will have to go back to that one to collect it. So yep, so 30 days and then we'll have our TIE cards. The TIE card. So the TIE card is your card that shows your, as a non-EU member, it shows your identity, and if asked or requested by anybody, you will be able to show that card because it will have your photograph and the rest of your details on there. So it's basically a physical document to show you as a non-EU resident or residing legally in Spain. So the card itself, once you receive it, will contain...
Well, it contains your data, an IE number, which is your foreign identification number, which you need a lot of. Obviously, loads of deliveries, anything like that, you need it for.
It will also have your photo on there, and it will also contain the details of how you are residing here in Spain. So it will have your
start and end date
of your visa. So anybody in authority can request to see that card, and it will show them exactly how you as a non-EU resident are legally here in Spain. So for anybody intending to live out in Spain longer than 6 months, obviously we'll have to apply for a visa to do that, and the TIE card is for anyone that is residing in the country for more than that amount of days. So the process then, just going for how you actually apply for it and when you should apply for it, if you want.
Well, normally within 30 days of getting your visa. It can take longer. I think it took a bit longer for you because you got your visa first, so I think you were about 6 weeks. I did mine within a month, but some people don't get them for 6 or 7 months. So it is kind of a legal requirement when you get your visa, but it's not really upheld because it depends where you're living and obviously what appointments are available at the time.
So although they say you should need to get it within 30 days, it can actually take up to 90 days, depending on whereabouts you are in Spain and what availability there is at your local police station, how soon you can get on to book an appointment. It's really tricky to get on and get these appointments. They're released once a week, and it's kind of like fastest fingers first. It's the first person that can get on and book them up because there's only so many released each week. So to apply for your TIE card now, because we've had so much stress with our visa, which we're still having problems with Alfie. As you know, we're in the
appeal stage.
Appeal stage. So we had someone to help us, and she went through every single step with us. So her name's Lucinda, and she's based here in Spain, running a company called Your Spanish Paperwork. So I'm going to put a link below for her details because
it was really helpful, wasn't it?
Really helpful. So the problem with getting the TIE appointments, like I said, it's very difficult to get one because there's only so many released. However, if you have a digital certificate, which we haven't got yet,
Not yet.
This then allows you access online, and it gives you more options. So basically it's much easier to book this appointment, which is why we went through Lucinda, because we knew she'd be able to get us an appointment a lot sooner than because we kept trying every day.
Oh, it was pointless. There was never an appointment.
There was no appointments.
No.
We were trying.
She went on and through the portal she uses, and she found us 2 appointments back to back within a couple of days, didn't she?
Yeah, so the thing there is, so she did say to us, do you want to do it sooner or do you want the location? So we kind of said we want to do it as soon as possible because obviously the visa has taken so long up to now. We just want to get this next step done. So she did look out for everywhere in this area. Ideally it would have been in Benalmádena because this is where we are, but however there was nothing coming up. It's a lot of a smaller police station. Again, we said Torremolinos, Fuengirola, and eventually she said there's appointments coming up for Malaga. So we've just basically said,
go.
book them for us. So she booked it, she did all the process for us, and she told us exactly what we need to take, which is what we're going to share with you today, and tell you exactly what's needed to get your TIE card. So once you've managed to secure your appointment online, you're going to need the following items of paperwork to take with you.
Which is your passport, your visa, so obviously your visa acceptance form, which obviously you get once you've got your visa. Proof of payment for the tax of the TIE costs, which is around about €16. And that the case is a receipt. If you do it online, you get an email. If you do it at a bank machine, you get a slip. So as long as you take it with you as well. A photo of yourself that is the correct size. So
a passport size photo.
Slightly different, but it's about the same size. But yeah, just make sure when you do get your photo, you don't ask for it as a TIE photo and not a passport photo, because if it's the wrong size, you have to start again. And your appointment confirmation letter as well for the TIE appointment.
We were also asked to provide a copy of our passport, so we could give them a copy of our passport.
Wasn't needed.
It wasn't actually needed at Malaga, but that's not to say you're not going to need it at the police station you go to. So I would keep it as a requirement. And we also took along the padron, because we applied for the padron and we have the certificate for that. Now again, that's not always needed.
But it's best to have it.
It's best to have it, and they did request it. Yeah. But not all regions in Spain request you to have the padron. So again, if you can get it, brilliant, it'll help, it'll make life a lot easier. If you can't, then just check at the area that you are that you don't need to have it beforehand. So when you've got your appointment, when your appointment date has come and it's time for you to travel to the police station, make sure you've got all your documents, check, double check, triple check, and then you head off to the police station where your appointment has been made. So what happens when you get to the police station?
You have to join the right queue. We joined the wrong queue. It was apparently there's a queue for Spanish people only, and there's a queue for anybody else.
And we got told off for being in the wrong queue.
Once we got to the front of the queue, yeah. So we had to go join the other queue.
However, it was very fortunate that we were in the other queue, because they managed to take us in. They took us to the ticket machine, showed us how to get a ticket.
Got to get a ticket as well, haven't you?
So yeah, that was helpful, because we had no idea how to do that. And then once you are taken into the police station, you've got your ticket, you just got to wait. Although our appointment time, as I said in the next video, as I've already said, gives you a time slot on it. You kind of just got to wait for your ticket. So make sure you get there in time. I'd say get there early, because while you're queuing outside, you're going to kind of miss the time that you're supposed to be there.
And they let me in quite early to go with you, didn't they, as well?
Yeah, we're both able to go in together and sit down and wait until your number's called out. And then everyone has to have a separate appointment, so we couldn't go to our appointment together. You have, even children have to have a
TIE card, but
TIE card.
They're allowed to be accompanied by the parents.
But they can't go on your appointment, they have to have their own appointment. You can accompany them, obviously depending on their age, but they can't go in with you at the same time as your appointment. So, and then from there they took our fingerprints.
Fingerprints, which was easy.
Checked all our documents. There was quite a few that we took that we didn't need. However, we didn't know that wasn't a requirement. So I'm glad that we took everything that we took with us. Took about 5-10 minutes.
Half an hour, really, half an hour.
Took about.
Well, mine took about half an hour because he was saying hello to everybody.
Yeah, it took about 20 minutes to half an hour, and then they just told us, this is your number, come back in 25 to 30 days. And Lucinda is very kindly going to keep an eye, because she has got this digital certificate she can get online and check, so she's going to keep an eye on the ticket number and let us know if it does come up any sooner, because if it does come up any sooner, she will then book us another appointment,
and we do it all again.
We do it again, we go back and collect it. So we will do the process again. All you need to show when you go back is the actual certificate that they gave you to say that you have applied for the TIE with your details on, and your passport.
Just your passport, your appointment letter again.
Your appointment letter. And
then they will just basically give you your card, and that's it until the visa runs out, which is December the 8th, 2026. And we do it all again.
I do think if you haven't got a digital certificate, definitely get someone to check and do the appointment, because it's, even though you're paying that little bit extra, it's good value for money. It wasn't a lot of money to give us peace of mind knowing that we could get our appointment much quicker than if we were trying ourselves. Also having that person there just to say this is exactly what you need. We would have struggled to know exactly, the forms to need. But obviously these videos can help you, and you'll know from this exactly what you need to take. However, I think the most important thing is securing that actual appointment in the first place. So I'll put Lucinda's links in the comment below, and if you do want to use her services, she'll be more than happy for you to reach out and answer any questions for you. So yeah, now we've just got to wait.
Yep.
And
it's a waiting game again.
We will soon have our official TIE documents to show that we are legally here.
Yep.
And we are able to reside here in Spain. Just now, the only thing now we've got to do is get Alfie's application sorted out, wait for the appeal,
and then get him his TIE card.
Yeah, then get him. And I think again we will definitely say to Lucinda, can you get us that appointment, because you pay a little bit extra, but just for that peace of mind, it's definitely worth doing. So I hope this has been helpful. Obviously it's the next step. It's quite an important step. You have to have this card. There's no, oh no, I won't bother, or I'll think about it in 6 months time.
No, you just get it done.
Yeah, it's a very important step to take after you've been accepted for your
because if you get back,
visa.
I'm guessing if you don't do it, when you get back to your renewal again of your visa, and if you haven't got it, they'll probably just deny you renewal as well. So you've got to make sure things are done. And
also a point there is you can't leave the country.
Well, if you try to leave the country
easily,
even with your visa documents to say you've been approved, if you haven't got your residence card, they could turn you away, which means then you couldn't get back into Spain for 3 months because you've got no Schengen days. Unless you've got Schengen days left, then you can probably leave and come back because it's based on your days there.
Yeah,
but just get your TIE card before you leave the country.
At least that means now if we have to leave for anything, we have to go anywhere else for work or travel, we know now with this national Spanish identification card that we can now travel and we will not be stopped from coming back into the country. So it was always like, get that done as soon as possible, because obviously you never know what's going to happen. You might have to come out for a few days, you might have to go back to the UK and visit family. You never know what's going to happen. So if you didn't have that in place, it would be a worry of leaving Spain and coming back in without your TIE card. So if you've got any questions at all, please drop them below in the comments section, and we'll try and answer as many as we can. If we can't answer them, we will get some help from Lucinda, and we'll ask her, and she will be more than happy to help. So I hope this has been useful. If you're planning your own move to Spain, drop your questions in the comments and we'll answer everything we can. And next week we're going to be celebrating a big birthday and decorating our son's bedroom in our new home. So stay tuned.